It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 di, di, da, da, di, da. Da, 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 da. Preparing the Krabby Patty!
And here we are. I meant to do this stream on like Tuesday, but your boy got lazy. Also, is the BGM working? I didn't actually get a chance to test the BGM. It's fine. But yes. First of all, congratulations May Neko for being first. Yes, I am lazy. See, okay, listen. It's not entirely my fault. Because on Monday, I was recovering from con, okay? I basically had to transition from a crappy sleep schedule where I barely slept all the way to freaking waking up at 5 a.m. for work. Recover faster. I tried. I'm old, okay? I can't recover as fast as I used to. Anyway, then on Tuesday, I was all like, alright, on Tuesday, I'm gonna prep the stream. My internet was out all day. You took today off? Well, welcome. So, this stream is my second ever Zatsudan Haishin. I don't do just chatting streams, but what better way to talk about my recent con experience than just chatting about it, I guess. And you may see I have the very large TV next to me. It's slideshow time. So, I guess with plenty of further ado, why don't we just get right into it? I'm going to recount my entire Sakuracon 24 weekend as best I can from memory. I don't have a script or anything. We're just gonna dive right into it. So this is my second Sakuracon. My first one was in 2022. And at that con, there were several Nesses. And I'm like, these are my people. So I went as myself this year, last weekend. And last year I took a lot of photos. This year I took even more photos, surprising myself, because I checked last year's camera album and this year's camera album, and whew, I took so many more photos. This may be a long stream. Maybe. Depends on how long I stall to get started, because man, I don't want to like miss any important details. I might be scatterbrained, but oh well. It's my weekend. I had a fantastic time. If you saw me there, then congratulations. Anywho, let's get right into it. So, spoiler warning, the vast majority of these photos are in portrait orientation, but a couple of them are landscape. So
I have arrived.
Welcome in. You came just in time. We're about to start. Also, 5 months! Bruh! I've been streaming long enough to be sub to for 5 months? Jeez. Also, welcome in, Tadadu. Thanks for the bonk. Anywho, so yeah, most of these photos are going to be in portrait orientation, and for that, it's okay, I got this. Moving on to the first photo, bear in mind, almost all these photos are gonna be cosplay photos, and I'm just gonna walk you through my convention experience. So I get to the convention, I take the train, it's my first time taking the train to the convention, and I didn't know how to get there. Fortunately, other people took the train, and I decided to play a game called Follow the Cosplayers. If I follow the cosplayers, not only will I blend in with them, but I'll eventually make it to the con grounds. And the very first cosplayer I saw was this particular Cloud Strife. A good Cloud. And really? It must have been fate, because this particular Cloud I saw all the fucking time. It's as if we were following each other. I was in explore mode most of the time, but we kept running into each other. I must have seen him at least 15 times throughout the weekend. This particular Cloud. I recognize his face. I recognize the sword. I mean, it's Cloud. Come on. So, after I move on from Cloud, let's see what the next photo is. I've only skimmed through the photo album, so I'm basically going through the photos with you guys. Hopefully the resolution's good enough and you can see the photo. So, while I was waiting in line to get badges, I saw Cyberpunk. It is, wow, I did not just forget their names. It's fine, I saw the anime. So, couple cosplays are great. If I had a couple to cosplay with, I totally would, but I'm flying solo as Ness. So, up next... Actually, wait, before... I saw another Cloud. But... To go back really quick... Yeah, abs. Very nice, don't worry. There will be more abs, don't worry. I saw another Cloud. This is a different Cloud. I only saw this Cloud once. But then... I was heading back to the registration center to meet my friends, and I ran into Hotaru. I don't know how to pronounce their English names, so Lucy and David, thanks for the Cyberpunk. But I ran into her, took a nice photo, and I ran into the greatest Waluigi ever. Is it Lumine or Lumine? Because I just say Hotaru, but it's time to smash. Unfortunately, Waluigi's only an assist trophy in Smash, but it's fine. I would later see I would later see this Waluigi. I say based Waluigi. Oh, don't worry, there's gonna be more. But back to the waiting the lines for registration. I ran into Peppino and Mega Man. So the Peppino here. He was so glad that somebody recognized his costume immediately. Because he was worried no one would recognize it all weekend, and here I am at registration on day 1, immediately pointed out, hey, it's Peppino! And I'm so glad I got their photo. Also, while I was waiting in line for registration, I ran into one of my old friends from high school. I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Like, I wasn't expecting to meet anyone, really. So, yeah, I guess I got my own day 1 surprise. Moving on. I saw a free run. There were a lot of free runs. I didn't get a chance to take a picture of all the free runs. And in fact, after a while, I'm all like, it's another free run. But yeah, lots of free runs. I mean, I pull her a lot on Pixiv too. Sick free run. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of free runs, I think. I'm not sure how many free runs I took photos of, but my friend did tell me that I should read free run because the reading level is kinda low. Like, it's not... Oh, by the way, masks were optional. You didn't have to wear a mask. I chose not to. Only a couple people did wear masks. It's fine. Some cosplays, as you'll see later, actually use a mask to great effect. I ran into John Death Stranding, not to be confused with Sam Porter Bridges, and he stood out because he made, I think he told me he made that light up accessory on the side himself. It's actually lit. Like, unironically produces light, hence lit. Not the freaking slang term, oh, it's lit, fam. Like, yes, it is lit, but it was pretty incredible. I'm glad I got his photo. It is lit, fam. So at this point, I'm still waiting for my friends, and the worst part, they saw me long before I saw them. And it's not like I stood out in a crowd or anything. It's not like these clothes stick out or anything. I saw a quote. Another one, he was worried no one would recognize him, and I recognized him immediately. He's even got the polar star. I hope there's a mirror shot. Bruh. Okay, listen. Do you really think I would show myself on stream? Come on now. So, while waiting, I ran into Fubuki and Tatsumaki and company. Sag Lamau. It's fun. Wait a minute, you've seen what I look like. Stop it. It's fine. But yes, I like group shots like these. If group cosplay where it's all the same theme, fantastic. I love it. So, back to the convention area. This was the first cosplay that I saw that I really wanted a photo of. And me being me, I got so excited, I briskly walked up to her, and of course you ask to take their photo. Me being me, I'm like, oh my god, it's Inugami Korone from Hololive. And me, I didn't roll very high, and out of my mouth just spilled, Inugami Korone-san, shashin o totte ii desu ka? And she just turned around like, eh? And I was just staring at her like, patiently waiting. And she's just like, sorry, I speak English. And I'm like, oh. Because my brain was like, oh, Holo JP. JP, right? No, not right. My bad. Fortunately, I didn't make that mistake again, but it's one of those mistakes you make once and then never again. Oh my god, Lad, who are you? But welcome to the stream! That is the second time I've done the well, I'm going over my con, but welcome in. Let me get you a shout out. Wait, let me get the fancy shout out. There we go. Now let me get me my shout out. Bam! Click the button. And you were playing Trackmania. How do you get from Trackmania to talking about Sakuracon 24? I mean, to be fair, that is one crazy segue. But welcome in. Hope your Trackmania went well. Hope you, what little I know of Trackmania, I hope the OCD tracks treated you well so you could just nail the perfect jumps. There's some crazy Trackmania videos on YouTube. Almost reminds me of the good old Line Rider days, but I am getting sidetracked, which I guess is a good sign of a just chatting streamer. But spoiler alert, your boy is not a good just chatting streamer. Hey, welcome, thanks for the follow. Was curious about con? Well, you came at a good time. We're just getting started. So, for those who don't know, Sakuracon 24 happened last weekend. It is a very large anime convention in Seattle. Nozomi-san, kite kurete arigato! Ohayou gozaimasu! Sakuracon 24 wa, その、もう起こったんですけど、コスプレの写真がいっぱい。そして僕は話したい。頑張って日本語ありがとう。So, yeah, where was I? Right. I got her photo. Life is good. And, yeah, so from now on, it's just gonna be a lot of cosplay photos, because at this point, I was all like, I am on a mission. I need to get all the cosplay photos. Because that is my favorite part of conventions, is the cosplays. I mean, I went as myself. So, I mean, if you saw me there, welcome in. But yeah. So next I saw Kirito, and I walked up to this Kirito and said, hey Kirito, can I take your picture? And he's like, yeah, do you want swords out? And I'm all like, you can do swords out? So yeah, he drew his swords just for me. I feel so special. There were a couple Kiritos. I mostly saw Spy Family and Genshin. We'll see a couple of those later. All these photos are arranged in chronological order. This is day 1. It's a 3-day convention. I saw this very bold Luigi that I had to get a picture of. You know, some of these cosplays I'm like, how is this allowed? But then I realize, why not? This is Luigi. This is canon Luigi. You saw it here first. Oh, by the way, Raiders, if you stick around, I mainly try to play games in Japanese and Mahjong, as well as occasional singing streams. In the Discord, there's going to be karaoke night events, as well as Formula 1 watch-alongs. I do all crazy sorts of stuff infrequently now that I have a job! But yes. I saw Anya. Hey guys, I found Anya. There were so many Anyas. Sexy ne! Sexy na cosplay ga aru. Tanoshinde ne. So yeah, I found Anya, and then I think shortly after I found her parents. Yep, there they are. See, Anya got away because she couldn't handle these two. Get a room, lovebirds! Waku waku sugiru. Speaking of Spy Family, I'm still on volume 5. I ordered the next 3 volumes after 10, so I completed my collection. I updated. So now I have currently all 13 volumes of Spy Family in Japanese. I'm slowly reading through it. So yeah, when I walked up to these two to take a picture, I thought they were just gonna stand normally. But no, they're all like, ooh, romantic pose? Why not? America de cosplay no evento ga aru no kana? So desu. Kore wa anime convention datta. アメリカの国にアニメのことが人気でしょ。人気だと思います。I found Sniper Mask. Okay, all I know about Sniper Mask is his English dub clips, because the YouTube recommended it to me like once, and I'm all like, Sniper Mask? Sure. I'll listen to it, and it's like, wow, that is a really soothing voice. It's nice. But yeah, Sniper Mask. I might watch the anime, but as you know, I watch anime without subtitles now, and that severely limits what I can watch, but it's a struggle. I try. So here's Breath of the Wild Link. Pretty good. Missing the shield, but it's okay. They can probably just go to the kitchen and get a pan. Ow! While I was waiting in line for a panel, I didn't recognize Zero until he put on the mask for someone else's photo. I didn't recognize it until he put on the mask, and I'm all like, wait a minute, that's Zero, and it is a good mask. And here's the thing. This just goes to show, like, if you're watching any anime or any movie even, and, like, somebody has, like, they take off their mask for their disguise, but they're still wearing the rest of it, and it's like, how do you not recognize that? I'm like, I now understand the feeling. Alright. So also in line, apologies, some of these photos have terrible lighting simply because I couldn't get a better angle because I was kind of waiting in line. I could have moved in hindsight, but I'm too socially awkward to say, hey, can you save my spot? And then they're like, sure. And then I take the photo, and they're like, sorry, no tag backs, I lied. And then I have to go all the way to the end of the line. Don't ask me how I know. I have not lived the best life. Life has not been kind to me growing up, okay? I have been conditioned! But this is Nero. One of the many Neros. Beautiful dress. Found a Daisy. So this Daisy was in, like, platform heels. I do not understand how people can do conventions in freaking platform heels. I feel so sorry for her feet. Because, unless she's used to it, but, like, I couldn't. I mean, the shoes I was wearing were already uncomfortable. I had blisters after day 1, but I took steps to mitigate that, pun intended. What else we got? Alright, so, a bit of context. At that panel, I actually got to be on stage. It was a audience participation panel, and this photo and the next photo are the people I was on stage with. This is Mal. We were gonna be funny on stage. We were funny on stage. We weren't as funny as the other groups on stage, but it was still a great time. So I'm glad I provided that context, because this next photo, all of you are gonna fucking judge me. Because here we have Mal and my other teammate on stage. Her name was Not. As you can see, it is a fursuit. She is a furry of herself, her own character. We each went as ourselves. And I can respect that. And honestly, she was really nice. We were, like, it was so fun on stage with her, because, I can't, it's kind of hard to explain what exactly we had to do, because there's a lot of context, like, panel specific. But, part of it, our team name, as you see, my name is Ness, her name is Not, and her name is Mal. And I'm like, I'm Ness, not Mal. That was our team name, Ness, not Mal. Hey, it works. It worked. So after the panel, this samurai guy, I think he was just I don't know if this is a specific Ronin, but that's how he introduced himself as, a Ronin. It was impressive. Like, he had actual armor with a sword and a banner, and he could keep a straight face on stage, but outside, he's like me, like, he could not keep a straight face. I have so much trouble keeping a straight face, unless I'm on stage. Right now, I'm not on stage. Like a real sword? Real swords aren't allowed, but it is a real prop sword. Like, a pretty convincing prop sword. Like, live metal is not allowed. But the sword, pretty good, and he could sheath it pretty well. Because he drew the sword and then sheathed it like a pro, but on stage, when he went to sheath it, his sheath kind of got misaligned, and he, like, had to fiddle with it. And that was just extra funny content. Because, you are an expert at whatever you do until you perform. That's just how it works. That's why my streams are mid at best, no matter how much I prepare. Moving on! I found Gura. There were a couple Guras. Every Gura, I asked them to say, ah, and they did. Spoiler alert, I don't really watch Gura. I caught her debut live. I love her singing, and I can understand why she's so popular, but honestly, when I tune into her streams, I just find her annoying. It's sad. Hey, it's Ness! I found me! Like I said, there were some Nesses at this convention, and this is one of them! I pointed out, I was like, hey, Ness! And he turns around and is all like, hey, Ness! And we did the Spider-Man thing, and it's all like, yo, it's another Ness! This is one of my people! This guy was great. He had, like, the Mr. Saturn on top. Is that's just a mirror? Perhaps? But yes, I can appreciate any Ness. He was with Ralsei with a gun. It's kind of hard to see the gun in the photo, but yes, this is Ralsei gun. And yeah, there were a couple Ralseis. I think this is the only photo of a Ralsei that I got. There might be another one later. I found Pomu, and I had to do my best to improv the meme, because all I know of the meme is that I'm Pomu, you're Pomu, we're all Pomu. Imagine bringing a gun to a convention! Okay, listen! It was a prop gun! You can get them piece bonded at any cosplay convention. Like, as long as it doesn't fire, and it is mostly easily distinguishable as a prop, then it's fine. Otherwise, you should keep it holstered. But yes, this Pamu, she's all like, just remember, I'm Pamu, you're Pamu, we're all Pamu. And I'm all like, yeah, I know what you're referencing because I clearly watched Niji En, right? Yeah, you guys can, y'all can back me up on that, right? Thanks. So, this is the newscaster from Family Guy. He walked up to me and was all like, so Ness, how do you feel about Mother 3 not being translated in English? And I just replied, it makes no difference to me because I already played it and I'm gonna play it in Japanese. But it's definitely worth playing. And if you want to play Mother 3, there are ways. It's good. And then I asked, can I get your photo? And he said yes. Live! Tom Tucker, live on air. Yeah, there was... Cons are so much fun. I had so much more fun this year than I did 2 years ago. Mainly because, 1, I went as Ness. 2, I went by myself so I could do whatever the fuck I wanted when I wanted, and I was on my own schedule and not someone else's. I found Venti. There were a couple of Ventis. I can appreciate a good Venti cosplay. Spoiler alert, I've pulled Venti a couple times. And that's all I'll say about that. And here, Anya gets reunited with her mom. So, yeah, the Spy Family cosplay is pretty great. There's gonna be a couple more of those. I love the Spy Family cosplays. I'm so glad that I started reading Spy Family. I have no intention of watching the anime simply because I'm reading it in Japanese. If I were to watch the anime, it'd be without subtitles, but I'd already be watching what I've already read, so it's not really gonna be too helpful. That'd be just fun. That's what I could do, a Japanese-only watch-along in Nescord. That'd be nice. Genshin! So there's a lot of Genshin cosplayers and a lot of Genshin characters. Unfortunately, I don't know all of their names. So I just called out, hey, Nahida! Oh, hey, you're with the group! Can I get all your photos? And here we are. Nahida, yes, there were a couple Nahidas. This particular saber caught my eye to the point where the staff had to, like, move us away because we were blocking one of the escalators. But this, like, very regal. Her cape looked very fuzzy and soft. And in the temperature and sunlight, she looked like she was going to melt. I could not imagine wearing that all day, but yes. Very, very nice saber. When I was younger, read through the entirety of the Fate Stay Night visual novel. I never watched the anime, but I got the 3 main true endings. And then I watched Fate Zero. Fate Zero was a trip. That's not a saber, that's a you fucking stop that. Another Inugami Korane. This time I called out in English, and I was ignored twice before she realized, oh, someone wants my photo. And here she is. I should probably pick up the pace. This is gonna be like a 3-hour stream if I didn't. Guts. I had to back up so far just to get the whole sword in the picture. So many people wanted this guy's photo when he walked by. But yes, Guts theme. Everyone was going, I guess you could say everyone was going berserk for this guy. I'm fucking done. Should have went with JP? No. Like I said, I didn't make that mistake again. So, this particular Zap Brannigan, he hosted many panels. In fact, he was the one hosting the panel of the audience participation panel that I was in earlier in the day. And this is also the Zap Brannigan that would then go on to host 2 more panels in the day that I would also participate in. You can find him on YouTube. Zap Brannigan's Spaceship of Love. Except all of his videos are like outdated. They don't really post videos anymore. but he's been doing the panels for freaking 14 years. And honestly, looking pretty damn good for 14 years of doing panels. I found a Suisse in the arcade. I went to the arcade thinking I'd play arcade games. I got distracted by the cosplay. And then I got distracted by my wandering ability to just wander looking for more cosplays. But yeah, I found Suisse in the arcade. I missed out on the arcade machines, but that's okay. There's always next year. Yes, I plan on going next year. Next year's gonna be in April, apparently. I found Rem and Ram near the arcade. Getting there for, like, they were about to leave, so I'm glad I got this photo. And Mermaid Man. Mermaid Man, this Mermaid Man I recognize from 2 years ago, and I'm so glad that he is a regular at the con. Everybody loves this Mermaid Man. You could have left with them? No! I'm on my... Okay, listen. I went to the con to enjoy myself, and I enjoyed myself to the fullest. I'm still kind of sad that it's gone, but I get to relive those memories with you guys right now. But yeah, this Mermaid Man. Great Mermaid Man. So this Fern is one of my acquaintances... Okay, this particular Fern, I'm gonna go ahead and say she's a somewhat professional cosplayer who is my acquaintance's... Wait, here we go. She is my friend's girlfriend. There we go. I know her personally. Well, I used to know her personally. We fell out of contact. No, it wasn't anything like you're thinking, but I basically just met her through the friend's friend at my very first anime-like styled meetup back in like freaking 2016-ish, I think? 2014? It was a while ago. But yeah, she's still doing cosplays. You will see her again later in the album, spoiler alert. But yeah, Fern. Actually, if you want to look her up, Cheesecake Cosplay is her handle. Cheesecake Cosplay. Like, the romanization of katakana cheesecake cosplay. I'm not sure if she still goes by that handle, but she has a history of high-quality cosplays. Hey, I found Suisse and Suisse. I mistook alternate outfit Suisse for Lammy! I was like, oh, Suisse and Lammy, can I get your photo? They turned around and was like, actually, I'm alternate costume Suisse, and I'm like, whoops! But yeah, I was actually considering if I were to cosplay as a holo, it would either be Hoshimashi Suisse or Tsunomaki Watame, simply because I can sing their songs. And if somebody wants me to just bust out one of their songs, hey Suisse, can you sing a song? Date boku wa hoshi dakara. Stellar. Anyway. Oops. Yeah, mistakes were made, but it's fine. Okay. So, more HoloLive cosplays. I found Ligma Balls and Corey Malayapi. They were wearing masks. I mean, like I said, masks were optional, but I'm glad I could find some HoloLive cosplayers this year. There were more HoloLive cosplayers in 22 than there were this year. I love this rat! Cheese to meet you. Mating press. Moving on. Hey, I found Not Waldo. Okay, I literally called out to them. Hey, Kiki and Not Waldo. And that got their attention. Okay, he loved it. The Not Waldo, because it's Not Waldo. There were several Kiki cosplays, but I think this is the only Kiki cosplay that I got a photo of. I found Astolfo. He wanted to strike a pose. But yeah, there was a couple of Astolfos as well. And you may recognize in the background of this photo, old school RuneScape gang, let's go. I used to play RuneScape back in the day. I quit back in 2006. Were they monster-sized? I am going to use my American right to remain silent. But yeah, I didn't ask, so I cannot verify. But yeah, old school RuneScape. So glad to see some people repping the game. Like, okay, I used to be hooked on RuneScape, but then, like, 1 month, the internet went out, and then, like, a month of not playing, I just moved on to other things, and I was all like, well, I guess I'm just done. And honestly, my only regret is not telling my RuneScape friends that I was done. I just one day never logged in again. And I gave them the, oh yeah, see you tomorrow, man. Sweet. I'll like, play with you tomorrow. Cheers. Last seen 20 years ago. Another Link. Good old Twilight Princess Link, or more standard outfit Link. So this outdoor area is where a lot of really quality cosplays gather. The problem is they're like professional photographers stuff there, so it's really hard to tell when someone's like in the middle of a professional photo shoot and when someone's like free to take a photo. Fortunately, in this plaza, most of the things are free. Oh, hey, May, welcome in. Is this a just chatting stream? I mean, maybe. I try. I try. Just chatting is not my forte, but I'm kind of doing it. So, like I said, Cosplay Plaza, I think they were like done with their professional photo shoot. The Hades gang, the whole family's here. Well, not the whole family, but like a big Hades cosplay group. Good stuff. I can't stick around, it's 1:30 a.m., but you wanted to say hi? Don't worry, the VOD will be up if you want to relive con experience with me. Thanks for saying hi, go to bed, you should get some rest now, so you can feel refreshed in this blue trap bubble. I found Bocchi. There were so many Bocchis. Yeah, the Bocchis. Half the Bocchis I met were in character, and it's so... I felt kind of awkward. Well, I mean, I feel awkward all the time anyways. But, oh yeah, tell your husband that, he's definitely one of the husbands of all time. Now get some rest. But yeah, the Butchies, when they're in character, I couldn't tell if they were just in character or they were, like, genuinely like, I guess you could take a photo. I'm like, bleh. But yeah. I guess that's just Butchie. The quantum superposition of Butchie cosplay. There we go. I found Klee. It's second outfit Klee. I'm not used to this Klee. I actually prefer original Klee. You got whammed! Yes, you did! Spoiler alert, I did not actually preview the entire BGM that I'm using. But... yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the BGM that I picked out specifically for this stream. Alright, onwards. I found Yaya Miko. I think that's how you say it. As you know, my Genshin pulls don't really have much audio, so it's really hard for me to get the names. But yeah, I guess I could say it once and never again to add to the Ness's Impossible Trivia list. Yaya Miko is my #1 Genshin pull. There you go, I said it. Majora's Mask! He was taking a break, as I was taking a break, and I'm like, yo, can I get a photo? And he looked really tired, but he still got the mask prepped, just for me to take this photo. So, shout outs to this Majora's Mask for, like, being tired, but still acknowledging that he has a fucking incredible Majora's Mask and that people are gonna want to take photos all the damn time. Also, the people behind him, they shouted, Ness! To me, but I thought they shouted something like, yes, or something. And I unfortunately didn't recognize that they were calling out to me. Because if you shout to me, hey, Ness, and I'm like in the middle of a crowd, I will turn around and acknowledge. But if you just shout Ness, that could be confused with like yes or something. So, but yeah, I post for photos. By the way, so I actually lost count of how many people wanted my photo. It felt really nice. Like, the cosplay experience, I strongly recommend. If you can cosplay as any character you like, or anyone, really, do it. It felt so nice to be able to just say Fuzzy Pickles. Every photo I post for, I always said Fuzzy Pickles every time. You can't not say Fuzzy Pickles. Like, come on. But yeah, I'm glad I got to make some people's con experience that much more enjoyable. Like, some people straight up freaking hunted me down. Like, they like shouted, "Yo, it's Ness!" And then they walked like 4 panels away to come see me. It's all like, "Yo, Ness, can I get your phone?" And I'm all like, "Well, of course, but first I gotta say, Fuzzy Pickles!" It was great. I loved it. I found another Gura, and here's the neat thing about this Gura. Notice how she's holding her phone? I took this picture as she was holding her phone, but then she noticed, "Oop, I'm holding my phone, hold on." And then, bam, sleight of hand, she just dropped it in her sleeve. In one swift motion, like, whoop, bam. And I was like, wow, I'm actually impressed. That was cool. So yeah. It was so cool that I forgot to tell her to say "ah," but I think she said "ah" anyways. Oh, Narakawa-san! Kite kureta arigato! Sakuracon ni itta no ka? Sou desu! Cosplay no shashin ga ippai aru. Tomodachi ga arimasen. Sakuracon de DJ desu. DJ してた僕はしなかったんですけど、深夜できない。I can't stay up late. This here is the most quality, expensive Gundam cosplay you will ever see in your life. I saw this man 2 years ago, and here he is again. The greatest Gundam cosplay you will ever see. Like, this guy, I was all like, "Gundam, I need your photo!" And he's all like, "Say no more, fam!" And he just held this pose until I was done. Sakuracon wa off-kai to AX no tsugi ni ikitai na NA Japan Culture Event. Wait, you're gonna go to off-kai? Yo, off-kai sounds pretty good. So, like I said earlier, lots of Frieden, lots of Fern. Couple cosplays are always great. Or if you just go with a friend. Like, when I say couple cosplay, I mean just like 2... Like, if you're with someone of the same cosplay and your friends, like, yeah. And at night, Jorgen von Strangle! We found him! The box and suitcase is a nice touch, yeah. But yes, Jorgen von Strangle from the Fairly Odd Parents. It's not limited to just anime. You can cosplay whatever you want. He was in character the whole time as we were waiting in line for the panel. Also waiting in line, Furina, who just so happened to be in front of the water fountain. She didn't realize this until after I pointed it out. ドイツとフランスの Japan Culture Event 行ったことあるけど NA もうすげえ面白そう。そうですよね。他の国に行ったことない。Another bocce! I think this was after the panel let out. Spoiler alert. Oh wait, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. I will explain that story when we get to that photo, which may be the next photo. Just kidding, it's not the next photo. It's the fisherman with the hat. Women fear me, fish fear me, men avert their gaze as I walk. I am alone on this barren earth. He had the hat, the full hat. I loved it. So yeah, this is after the panel let out, and it was with this man that I was on stage with. And I've got a story for you. So this was my debate opponent. The 9 p.m. Zap Brannigan panel was the Great Perv Debate. And our prompt was tomboys versus femboys. Who makes the better girlfriend? And it was up to me to present a case as to why femboys make a better girlfriend. The crowd fucking loved me. I won handily. Like, I feel kind of bad for him simply because he was woefully unprepared. Like, I don't think he realized just the kind of PK fire I could bring to the table if you give me literally any semblance of prep time whatsoever. And my prep time was simply Zap Brannigan telling me, because he wanted volunteers before the panel, and just tell them, like, alright, here's your prompt. Tomboys versus femboys. Who makes the better girlfriend? And I'm like, okay, I guess I can do femboys. Spoiler alert, it was a completely voluntary decision. And honestly, I actually got Nep's help for this one! I straight up messaged Nep. I'm like, Nep, quick, tell me all the good things about femboys. And it worked out. It worked out so well. So for my opening, okay, so he actually got to start first, because here's how it went. Basically, we each make an opening statement, then we get, like, some time to just free debate. Of course I'd ask Nep for help. Honestly, who else would I fucking ask for help? He's the best person to ask for help. Come on! Like, that's free real estate. Who wouldn't ask him for help? Honestly. But, okay. So first, opening statements, then free debate, then trivia, then closing statements. Nep is your femboy? Well, okay, fine. I'm not gonna fight you for it this time. So, what my opening statement would have been, because we were allowed to have our phones on stage, and lots of people just, like, put their notes in their phones because we had some prep time. My opening statement would have been, like, something along the lines of, alright, and now, a list of things. Here is it. Fortunately, for the case as to why femboys make the better girlfriend, here is a handily prepared list. For quick context, this was an 18+ event. The list is as follows. Cucumbers, whipped cream, syrup. Sorry, that's the long list, hold on. I didn't get a chance to say that because I went second. Because, like, when you're trying to be funny, you gotta play the hand you're dealt. And the hand I was dealt was his opening statement, involved some things about tomboys basically being bros, and how tomboys have an extra hole you can work with. Content warning, by the way, I did enable the, sexual, themes tag for this stream, simply for this story. So you've been warned. Anyway, so that was his opening statement. My opening statement included a rebuttal, in that femboys are the best of both worlds. You basically get all the brotherhood of a bro, but with all of the femininity of a girl. Like, you got the looks, you got the touch, you got the cuddles, you got the feely feels. Plus, you got the bro in him, who, let's be honest, the femboy will always understand your feelings better than a tomboy. That's just how it is. Because he's a bro, as well as the femboy. Like, straight up, he's one of the homies. And I ended my opening statement by simply acknowledging how my opponent here had mentioned something about there being one less hole to work with. Well, it's sounding to me like he didn't know about a secret trick. The crowd fucking died. Like, oh my god. The host, Zap Brannigan, looked at me, he's all like, oh. I mean, I'm not sure what this trick is either. Could you explain it? Like, could you demonstrate, please? And I just look at him and I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of the debate, but backstage is right there if you like. And oh my god, he's like, all right, never mind, moving on. So, moving on to the free debate section, I came out I came out guns blazing. Toothpicks? Stop that. We don't need any wooden xylophones in here. So, the free debate, we were able to debate our case about anything, and the instant he let us loose, I just look at my opponent and I'm like, why limit yourself to boys named Tom? He had no response. The crowd was all like, oh my god, and like, bruh. Like, and it was just like, man, he was not prepared for the Ness 1228 onslaught. Oh, hey, Nep, we're talking. Nep, this is what I messaged you about. The Great Perv Debate. This is when I asked you about what makes femboys so great. I got to use all of those things you sent me on stage, and the crowd fucking loved it. Thank you. You basically made not just my night, but like at least 100 people's nights as well. That room was fucking packed. Yeah, thanks, Nep. What happened? You can watch the VOD. We're at like 52:32 in the VOD. Enjoy. And for closing statements, I mentioned how femboys, their nethers don't bleed once a month, so they're a lot cleaner. Wait, I still have my notes! Let me pull them up on my phone. I forgot to delete my notes. All right, my closing statement. Also, femboys, they naturally know how it feels to, I guess, play Beat Saber, for lack of a better word. With girls, they kind of need like a training seminar first, but boys, the femboys are ready right out the box. So yeah, that was my closing statement. And my opponent, he was like already feeling defeated. He's like, well, while I do like tomboys, I was woefully unprepared for this. And I just lean forward and sympathetically, like not maliciously, I simply say, that's okay. Tomboys and femboys will still love you. And that was the end of the debate, and I handily won the debate, which therefore means that I may or may not have advocated for a femboy girlfriend in the future. I'm sorry. Fortunately, I'm still single, and it looks like it's gonna stay that way. Moving on. On my way back to the train station, I found some axolotls. And I got to reveal the Japanese word for axolotl is upa dupa. And at the train station, I met the Ghostbuster. Actual Ghostbusters. And with that, train ride home was uneventful. That concludes day 1 of con. There are 3 days to this con. So, that was day 1. I get home, and I'm exhausted. Busted makes me feel good! God, I love that song! But yeah, at this point, my feet are blistered, because I get home and my feet hurt, but I didn't realize they were blistered. Because the shoes I was wearing, they were just a tiny little bit too big. Send me a link to what I'm looking for, please. There is no link. Like, this is it. I'm just telling stories of the stream. Ow! Okay. There's your link. It's a metal pipe. So, pro tip, if your cosplay shoes are like just a little bit too big, step 1, put a band-aid on your Achilles heel so the back of the shoe doesn't dig into it. And 2 pairs of socks, baby. 2 pairs of socks. That's how it's done. And that basically made me go through the day. I need to order insoles for my shoes because damn, Vans fucking suck. Not sponsored and never will be. You said I was on stage? Yes, I was. Anyway, let's proceed with day 2. And in the morning, I found Rem and Subaru, the OTP, because let's face it, Amelia is overrated. You want to see it? There's no way to see it. You had to be there. It was a con exclusive on stage event. You had to be there. It was not recorded, I don't think. So, yeah. Also, some more Hotaru and, I forgot his name. It's fine. Someone recorded it. You'll find it. Okay. If you just look up Zap Brannigan's Great Perv Debate, Sakuracon 24, you might find it. I was on stage. I was Ness. Like, I'm always Ness. That's literally me. I'm Ness. So, this cosplayer, I thought it was Maribel from Fire Emblem Awakening. Turns out it's not Maribel from Fire Emblem Fates, the one game I boycotted. The Maribel clone. But, yeah, I got their picture anyway. Because it's still Maribel, but not. It's just not Maribel. Some more free run, and I don't know who this character is because I don't pull them on Pixiv. Okay, me, BRB. Have fun! I found a, I believe this is Eula. She read the end user license agreement, and that's why she's able to have the sword. Himmel, thanks! Thanks. Just to go back, I now know the blue one is Himmel for when I go to experience free run for myself. So yeah, Eula. Good Eula. I actually had to, like, stop her twice because she was busy the first time and said come back later. I came back later! I found Amiya. At 2022, there was a super adorable Amiya. I'm not sure if this is the same one because everyone was wearing masks in 22, but I believe it. I'm sure I met this Amiya before and we just didn't recognize each other. Shulk! Now it's Shulk time! I'm really feeling it! I never finished Xenoblade. I played the remake on the 3DS, but I never really made it through simply because the game was pretty evident that, like, oh, if you progress in the story, all of these collect 20 bare asses side quests are going to become permanently missable. And I'm like, oh no, that's no good. Time to collect all 20 of these bare asses, and I burnt myself out, and I'm all like, wow. So I'm pretty sure I missed, like, a legendary game simply because of my fucking OCD. It's fine, though, because I met Shulk! Ryan, hit that yoinky spoink! I'm never fucking saying that again. Malon and Link. Or it's Madian and Link. I thought it was Malon, but it's Madian, I believe. This is the Link's Awakening. I played the original on the Game Boy. I don't intend on playing the remake unless I'm gonna play it in Japanese on stream, but that's not even on my priority list. This is the Patsy from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Very popular. She had like a crowd around her, like for photos, and I was one of the last people to take a photo, but given the circumstances, all in all, it was fantastic. So glad she stuck around for her last photo. And the coconut she was holding, she reached into her pocket and handed me a sticker of coconuts. So I finally have a sticker of coconuts. They don't produce any sound, but hey, I found them. It's Amelia. I don't love Amelia because I'm not Subaru, but I mean, at least someone gets to cosplay Amelia in the sea of Rems and Rams. Aqua, Minato Aqua. I was actually walking, like, near the escalators, so I had to go out of my way to, like, get out of the path of travel just to get her photo. And it was totally worth. Minato Aqua cosplayers, like, it's great. And she's even got the cat ears, too. I just noticed that. I didn't notice that earlier. Here is, I believe, Raiden Shogun. I think. This was in the other exhibit hall, so the lighting's a little different. Yes, thanks. It's okay. Just because I pull the character does not mean I know their name by the top of my head. I see her a lot, though. And I do mean a lot, like, holy shit. So, this Hoshino Ai, I have not looked into Oshinoko at all. I know very little about it. However, you could see behind her is a baby stroller, and if you look closely in the bottom right is a toddler. This Hoshino Ai was in fact a mother. An obvious joke can be made here. Tuhu. A little bit about me. I used to be the biggest fucking Tuhu weeb ever. Okay, that's not true. There's like some massive Tuhu weebs, but I was really into it for a long time. Then in 2016, I just completely fell out of it. But the thing is, Tuhu keeps following me around even when I don't want it to. So, yeah. That's just what I get to deal with. But hey, the cosplays are nice. I shouted out for Ademu and Yuyuko, and I got them. So yeah, we get Tuhu reps. And, K-Angel, however you want to say it. I can't fix her. I actually said that when I took the photo, expecting her to smile. She did not smile. Tough crowd. He keeps following you around like last night. You fucking stop that. Don't worry about... Last night was its own thing, okay? We're talking about Sakuracon 24. So I found Alir, male Alir. Glad we're getting the new Fire Emblem reps. Like, honestly, while I acknowledge its flaws, I thoroughly enjoyed my Fire Emblem Engage playthrough. I fucking loved the game. I love the characters. Oh my god. Beppis, my beloved. I almost shouted out Beppis, but then I realized, wait, that's the name I gave my Beppis. I should probably shout for Alir. There we go. And got his photo. This man is a legend. He opened up an actual item shop with actual 3D printed goods for sale. Spoiler alert, I came back on the third day and bought some. In the chest, there was a bottle of Lon Lon milk, an empty one, but somebody bought it before I could take the photo. But yes, he has plenty of wares for sale. And if you see it and you want it, it's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rupees. Got another butchie. This one had the glasses! You're gonna see a lot of butchies, by the way, just saying. Like, butchie was... Oh, another thing about the butchie cosplays, really quick. I saw 3 Kikuri Heroes. Every single time I saw a Kikuri, we were going on opposite-facing crowded escalators. I could not get a Kikuri photo. I was cursed. I call it the con elevator curse, or escalator curse. Because, freaking, one of the worst feelings at con is when I'm going up or down an escalator, and going the other way is a fucking phenomenal cosplay that I can't get a photo of. Because by the time I'll get a chance, they will be long gone. And I just have to hope that I see them again. I didn't see them again. Insert Fast and Furious ending here. Shout, wait for me. I don't want to interrupt people's cons. I'm too... Okay, look, listen. I may be socially awkward, but I'm not that selfish, okay? I mean, I'll consider it. Maybe next year. But I don't want to impede on people's cons, okay? Everyone's here for a good time, and I don't want to just be all like, hey, can you, like, stop what you're doing? If you're en route to a panel you want to go to, sorry, can you, like, wait for me, please? Like, no, just go, do your thing, and if, like, photos aren't mandatory. So I found Ganyu and Kaching. They had the special eye contacts to change their eye colors. It's hard to see in this photo, but holy moly. Like, this is one of my first times actually seeing people with expensive cosplay contacts, and holy shit. it makes a huge difference. It's Bridget! There were a couple Bridgets. I believe this was the only Bridget I could get a photo of. Eye contacts make an impact. I mean, with my Pipkin, I find it really hard to make eye contact. A Genshin imp... Moving on! It's Zoidberg! Not brisket, no! Don't cook Zoidberg! This Zoidberg is a frequent at those Zap Brannigan comedy panels. I saw him 2 years ago as well. And I'm glad I could get a photo of him this time. It's Butchie. This is one of the in-character Butchies. Again, I almost felt bad taking some of their photos just because either they were genuinely that shy or they were just so good at being Butchie that it's all like, oh, okay. But hey, good Butchie's good. Joseph Joestar. Okay, this Joseph, he was just standing normally, and I'm all like, can you strike a JoJo pose? And he struck this pose, and I'm all like, good enough, we take it. Like, how can you cosplay JoJo and not strike a pose? QED. Yoshikage Kira. Striking a pose. Like, if you ask a JoJo cosplayer to take a photo and they don't strike a pose, they, like, come on. Even if it's a doofy pose. Nikita pose? That's illegal. I'm thinking of a different pose. Little Mac! It's okay, we didn't smash, because if we did, I would win, because I have the better recovery. But, with this Little Mac, he actually had me assist him putting on the gloves and taking them off, just like a real boxer. Those were real boxing gloves. Like, real amateur boxing gloves, and is like, great. Smash reps. Neon white next to neon yellow. I didn't even see the neon yellow until they both turned around. I just saw the neon white mask. I'm like, hey, neon white! It's like, yo, neon yellow, let's go! You know, that's Kosaku Kawaii. It's fine. I may get. It's been a while since JoJo. I still haven't watched part 5. But yeah, really good neon white cosplays. I haven't played the game, but the game looks fun. I have no interest in playing it for myself, but I've seen people play it and it looks pretty good. Another quote. So that makes 2 quotes, actually. I'm surprised I found any quotes at all. I guess we get the open quote and end quote. You'll see your way out. Bye, I guess. Alright. Basil. I found Basil. This is one of the only Omori cosplays I could get a photo of. I found some Aubreys, but it was really hard to get photos of an Aubrey because, again, the escalator curse. But also, I just couldn't, either couldn't get their cosplay or they were busy. But yeah, as I was leaving the Basil, I said, thanks for the photo, Basil! Watch out for the stairs! And I just left and I just heard her like fucking dying. Yayamiko. Another one. Spoiler alert, okay, wait, this is a 3rd day spoiler. But on the 3rd day, I saw the same Yayamiko that I took a picture of on the 1st day, and I called out to her like saying, hey, can I get your photo? And she's like, you already took my photo. And I'm all like, when? And she says, on Friday. And I'm all like, that was like 2 days ago. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, but I'm so socially awkward that it just brushed right off. I found Klee. Big Klee, regular size Klee. So Klee, all I know is that she's a pyromaniac, so in my headcanon, she's basically more explosive than the Mythbusters. Luigi and Waluigi. Regular ones this time. For the photo, I asked them to say wah, And they did. The absolute mad lads. So good. And Komi. So this Komi, I took their photo, and then after the photo, Komi was all like, oh hey, it's Ness from last night! And I'm all like, oh my god. You were in the audience from me proving femboys as the better girlfriend? And he's all like, yeah, you were so good, holy shit. And I'm all like, oh my god, they love me. For real though, so many people recognized me on Saturday as the Ness that was on stage and like, I guess people think I'm funny, which honestly, I'm glad. Like, I could tell the audience was into it. Like, we were all vibing. And, oh, Talon! Welcome in! I'm just explaining the redux again of the femboy story. You'll have to go back in the VOD. I'm not gonna tell the whole story again. Oh wait, that's not a raid, that's a prime sub. Never mind. But welcome in. Thanks for the prime sub. You see, I said it once and I'll say it again. Prime subs are special because you only get one of those. So the fact that you use your prime sub on me, that's like, bruh, I'm glad I could be your prime. Not sponsored, by the way. Also, don't tell Amazon. They could totally, like, use that in, like, a fucking, I don't know, freaking, advertising thing. In any case, this Hanyu here, I didn't see the bird. I was just like, can I get a photo? And she's like, yeah, but she barely moved, so I had to move, and there was a bird. Bird. An actual freaking bird. It was not her parakeet. Bird. I don't know what bird this is, I'm sorry. Bird. Yes, there was a bird at Sakuracon. And, it was a very well-behaved bird. And, it was not her, she was just holding it. I think it was one of the store owners or someone else's. I could never. Birds scare me. I actually have a genuine trauma with a bird when I was a kid. I will not talk about it. It doesn't affect me personally. Like, I'll talk about birds. I love birds. Honestly, you can talk about birds and sheep all day. But it's just like, regarding birds, it's just, something happened with me as a kid, and it affects me to this day. It's okay though. I figure it out. Anyway, moving on. It is Desert Link who can get into Gerudo Town. For the longest time, I thought it was pronounced Gerudo. Kinda like how you pronounce it in GIF. So, yeah, it's Gerudo. I may be dumb. But, yeah, it was a guy. Don't worry. It is a lore-accurate cosplay. Hey, I found Waldo! Like, actual Waldo this time. I like straight up, hey, I found Waldo! And he's all like, yeah, you found me, finally! And I'm like, yeah, took me long enough. Took me decades, jeez. You know, those freaking, okay, those original Where's Waldo books were fucking built different. You could not, I swear to God, Waldo wasn't even in the picture. I swear. Like, Waldo is a placebo that they tell you to find, but doesn't actually exist. It's all like, oh, hey, find Waldo in the picture. He's not in the picture. Like, straight up, he's just not in the picture. You can't convince me otherwise. You could straight up point to Waldo and be like, no, that's not Waldo. That's like an imposter. That's not Waldo. There is no Waldo. It's a lie. That actually reminds me from elementary school. There was like this, Where's Waldo, TV game thing that the class played. And, how about Where's Waldo on the NES? That doesn't exist, because Waldo doesn't exist. He's a figment of your imagination, just like me. So, in that Where's Waldo TV game, to find Waldo, Waldo was genuinely unfindable until you fast forward through the video, and then they say, oh, here's Waldo, and he, like, comes out from behind some bushes or someplace that is, like, literally 0% of Waldo is visible until he comes out. There's no Waldo in Ba Sing Se. What? You know what? Let's just move on. Washino I cannot verify if this one was a mother or not because she did not have a child with her. if she had one or not. But still, a very good Hoshino Ai. I tried reading Oshinoko Volume 1, and the reading level is too high for me, unfortunately. Just give her one. I found Barbara. Barbara's nice. It's Summer Barbara, too. This was the only Barbara I saw, and I'm like, alright, Summer Barbara, we'll take it. I'm just surprised that she was able to handle those shoes, because those shoes honestly do not look comfortable. Again, cosplays with uncomfortable shoes, I'm sorry. Which I'm also sorry to myself, because my shoes were very uncomfortable. I had to make them more comfortable as the weekend went on. A lesson learned the very hard way. My feet still hurt. They're getting better, though. It is the agony of defeat. So in front of the Mahjong room, I signed up for Sakura Cup 24, the Mahjong tournament. And in front of the Mahjong room, I found, who is this? I mean, she was next to Ichihime, but I forgot her name! No! Ah! It's fine. But yeah, I got to play Mahjong in person. Defeat agony, it'd be like that. And inside the Mahjong room, I found, another Zagreus cosplayer. Good old Hades reps. Hades cosplays, ayo! In Before Nuts. And this Ichihime was one of the people who was organizing and supervising the tournament. And yeah, he did Ponya for this photo, and it's pretty good. So I guess now's a good time to talk about the tournament. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was a very... I guess I could say it was a very Ricci City tournament. What I mean by that is, there were 3 qualifier rounds, all of them East only, no Honba. So 4 rounds, that's it, 45-minute time limit on each one. And I actually won my first game somehow. And my only deal in my first game was a true one-chance sushi trap Ipatsu. Bruh. I was surprised, but like I can't even be mad at that. And I squeaked the win at the end, and I got myself in the top 8 in the qualifiers. Unfortunately, your boy got his usual Mahjong luck, and I went Yakitori my second game, but I came in 3rd, so I didn't lose too many points. But my last game, I came in 3rd again, and that took me out of the top 8, and I placed like 20th out of 42. I was like, damn it. But the winner of the, I don't think I got her photo, but the winner of the entire tournament was a Butchie cosplayer. Her username, Butchie the Ron. And she was freaking blessed. She was actually at my 3rd qualifier table. She was my Shimo. And every single one of my tables, I had the same opponent once. There was one guy, him and I were just paired for every table. And I'm all like, well, I guess we're going again. He was good. But yeah, I learned what it's like to be a big fish in a ocean as opposed to a regular pond. I may be expert 1 in Mahjong Seoul, but the majority of people there were also expert 1 or higher. There were a couple adepts, a couple golds, but most of the people were at least expert 1. One of the players I confirmed, because I played against him, he was a fucking saint. Like, he got saint in less than a year! That's fucking insane! Ugh. In any case, it was fun. It was a good tournament. I'd totally do it again next year. I actually joined their Discord. I haven't introduced myself or spoken it yet, but I do intend on eventually, like, breaking out of my shell and being all like, hey, remember that loud Ness from Con? The same Ness that you pointed out that the winner should be the one to flip the Uradora indicator, even if it's right in front of you for convenience? Like, unspoken tournament etiquette that I don't know because it's my first time playing in a tournament setting over the board. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was me. It was no big deal, honestly. He just pointed it out for like next time for future reference. Just let the winner do it. And I'm all like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's ways you can enforce something without enforcing guilt. And I feel like that is a very valuable skill to have as any sort of moderating or authority position. Especially for an event that's supposed to be fun. Like, yes, was it technically bad manners? Yeah. Did I know any better at the time? No. Do I know better now? Yes. And was there any negative vibes from that? No. I fucking love his cosplay, though. I want one. I'd wear it. And after the tournament, walking down the hall, I found life-sized Klee. Oh my god, she was adorable. She went to con with her mom, and I made sure to get both of their permissions before taking this photo, don't worry. Like, I explicitly asked the mom, like, can I get her permission for her photo? She is adorable. And she's like, sure, go ahead. And I got Klee's permission, and as you can see, that smile says everything. She freaking loved it. And like, life-size Klee. I never thought I'd ever see an actual size Klee in my life, but here we are. She was tiny! So yeah, even though I came 20th in the tournament, like, I wasn't feeling bummed, but this just like boosted my spirits more. Like, oh my god, actual size Klee, this is great. And Lucas! Hey guys, I found Lucas! There was another Lucas at con at 22. I was hoping I'd see him again, but I didn't. This is the only Lucas that I saw. And this is not him. I remember it because the other Lucas that I saw 2 years ago did not need any sort of wig or hair modification whatsoever. He just had the natural Lucas hair. Kind of like how I have the natural Ness hair. But yeah, I found Lucas. And then this Sephiroth. I waited 5 minutes for him to get ready. Like, I saw him preparing with his photographer, because he was, like, one of those professional cosplayers. And, I asked, like, yo, Sephiroth, can I get your photo? And they were both like, could you give us time to prepare? We're not ready yet. And I'm all like, sure, I'll wait. Worth the wait. Oh my god. Like, you had to see the wing in person. The photo does not do it justice. And the sword, too. Like, oh my god. So good. So good. I found Yor. Another Yor. The Spy Family cosplays were great. And this is another Joseph, who could nail the pose a little better. Like, I didn't even have to ask him the pose. He just immediately struck this pose when I go to take the photo. And honestly, I have strong respect for the Joseph cosplayers, because if you're gonna cosplay Joseph, you gotta be ripped, and oh, it's nice. And as a YouTube comment once said on a JoJo meme video, it is not gay to admire perfection. I found Kamina. We pierced the heavens. But I'm glad there's still people repping Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is the first anime that really exposed to me, like, the power of anime. Like, holy shit. I remember very well all the feelings and emotions that Gurren Lagann put me through. And it was still when I was getting into anime, so I did watch the English dub. And honestly, it's good English dub. It was good. It was enjoyable. I might watch it again without subs. Maybe. Just for fun. But freaking Gurren Lagann is a staple anime in my heart. You didn't like it, you stopped mid with the... Okay. I found Pekora! Pekora Mitsuke. He has the same plushie that I have on my couch. The Tsukumo 99 plushie. The Tsukumo 99 booth plushie. Yeah, actually, let me see if you can still buy that. Tsukumo 99 booth. Looking it up right now. The Hollow ID plushies are back in stock. Scrolling down, can you buy this plushie? You cannot. You cannot get this plushie. At least not anymore. So yeah, Noasagi. Really good Noasagi. And next to him, Okakoro. So, with the glasses too! So, I only saw the Korone because the Okayu was like, he had her back turned and was like talking to someone else. And I was like, Korone, can I get your photo? And she's like, do you want Okayu too? And I'm like, there's an Okayu? And she calls for Okayu and I'm like, yes! So yeah, we got the Okakoro. And Yagu. We found Yago! Moto Akitanigo-san. We got him. It's Mr. Yago in the flesh. He actually came to Sakuracon. Straight up, it was so good. We actually, we got him. Clearly, he's right here. I'm so glad I noticed this because I didn't see the Yago until like he turned his head just in time, so I only saw it for a split second, but that was enough of a split second for my monkey brain to activate. Like, I know that face anywhere. Otherwise I would have missed this photo. And Shiroko, bank robber Shiroko. I'm so glad there's Blue Archive reps here. I think this is the only Blue Archive that I saw, unfortunately. But we take it. Hopefully there will be more next year. I mean, I don't play Blue Archive outside of Pixiv, but I actually pull for Blue Archive banners a lot more than Genshin banners. If I had to say, Blue Archive's my #1. I said it. And this is Iris Sagan from the AI Somnium Files universe. I'm glad I remembered her name, because it blanked on me when I went to call her name, and I remembered it at the last moment. So yeah, the AI Somnium reps, like, good stuff. Good game, you should play it. Don't spoil yourself on it, it's really good. It's made by, I think, the same people that made the Zero Escape series. So if that is any telling of how good it is, which it should be. And here, remember when I said masks on cosplay? This is Sick Phoenix Wright from Phoenix Wright. After taking the photo, I told her to take care of Dolly for me. And Niro, I believe is her name. Probably not pronouncing it right, but Niro. I can't. Belly, yes. She's a dancer, I think. At least I'm pretty sure, otherwise she just looks like one. And the only Nekopada cosplay this year, vanilla. Literally the only one I could find. Like, freaking half the cosplays I saw 2 years ago were Nekopada, but this year, this is the only one. Slightly disappointing. Slightly. But it's fine, we take those. And here we saw this particular Reimu. I forgot the exact name of this Reimu here. Hey 2K, welcome in. Congratulations on being frisked. We're going over my con photos. We're on day 2. But yeah, I asked him for a photo and he just did the freaking Slav squat, put the stick in his mouth, lowered his aviators, is all like, sup? I decided to actually be a mod. Lamau, it's fine. It's understandable. I can always count on you when it counts. And here, Mononoke Hime, with the dagger. I actually called out, Mononoke Hime, and she responded, so I'm all like, alright! Love this movie, yeah. Mononoke Hime, really good movie. I might do a Discord watch. I should probably do like a poll on my next movie watch along. The problem is, okay, 2K and I used to do alternating events in his server, but then I branched out to do karaoke in my server. So if I were to do a movie night on Saturday, it would directly overlap with his movie night. So I can't exactly do that on Saturday evenings. And, Saturday morning? I think that I'm gonna be busy those Saturday mornings, yeah. I'll figure something out. And this is Kafka Star Rail. I called out, "Oh my god, it's Kafka Star Rail," and she turned around. I know her exclusively as Kafka Star Rail. I will never stop referring to her as Kafka Star Rail. That is her full name in my mind, and you cannot change my mind. This is Kafka Star Rail. Hey, it's Ness! I told you there were some Nesses. But yeah, this Ness, this is Yo-Yo Ness. The earlier Ness was Bat Ness with Mr. Saturn. Were you a Ness though? Yes. He kinda cute? Yeah. I mean, hey, it's Ness. Of course Ness is cute. I would know. Of course I was a Ness. I'm always Ness. And then, in that same area, I found this, I pronounce it Godot. I don't know if it's Godot. But, he had the coffee. He had the mask. It's nice. No, you know full well I meant cosplay Ness, aka normal clothes Ness. Yes, I wore my normal clothes to con. And this is Morgan from Fire Emblem. No, it's Robin from Fire Emblem, not Morgan. And she was kinda happy that I recognized her. And this Felix, I didn't realize it until after I got home. I took a picture of Felix in front of the women's bathroom sign, making for an opportune photo of Felix. I also referenced Felix in the femboy panel earlier. If Morgan is a thief in the game, she's technically also Robin. You stop that. Another Yaya Miko. Hey, you can see the Felix in the background too. And here is Huamoko. Now, and they also have the Friends with You plushie of Orone. I actually did not get any Friends with You plushies, simply because when I first went to get one, they were all sold out. And I'm the kind of guy where I either have all of it or I don't have any of it. So I have simply not gotten any Friends with You plushies. At this point in time, I probably could order all of them in bulk from a Japanese store, but I don't want to. I literally have almost no more space left on my plushie couch. Also, this Huamoko, I forgot to say Bao Bao to, and it was the only Huamoko there. A missed opportunity. There's a lot of missed opportunities. Archer. I almost called him out by his real in-character name, but that is a major spoiler. This is Archer. A good Archer. He didn't have his signature bow or swords, but that's fine. And this Zelda here, I probably should have zoomed the photo in a bit more, but I went outside and saw this Zelda. She looked like a professional cosplayer, but it was just another guy with his phone. A missed opportunity. You stop that. And she was also with, you're never gonna fucking believe this, the person taking her photo, who was with her when I approached, was another Ness. Bat Ness. Another Ness. The Nesses are ever. These are my people. Like I said. It's so good. And then, exiting that tree area, another Astolfo. So this Astolfo, he was with someone. I thought they were busy, but I, like, meekly approached and saw, like, yo, can I get your picture? And he's like, yeah, sure. And like, bam. Another Gura. I actually think this might be the same Gura from day one, but with a trident. Was that one monster size? Again, I couldn't verify. This was my favorite cosplay. Oh, the Gura? But was it the Gura or the Astolfo? Because they're both pretty good. Oh yeah, the Gura, yeah. I mean, it's good. The trident looks really well. And, like, she got everything. So this particular photo, they were both facing me when I said, all right, I'm taking the photo. And at the last possible moment, she leaned over to kiss him. And I got the photo. A perfect opportune capture moment. Bam. Like, this is literally a Kodak moment. I was not expecting it. He was not expecting it. It was wonderful. And yeah, this moment is forever captured in time. Yo, I see Ness. No, you don't. This is Neko Hanakawa. I asked, hey, could you do the tongue twister? And it turns out she could not do the tongue twister. So, me being me,
にゃにゃめ77度のにゃらびでにゃくにゃくいにゃにゃくにゃにゃはんにゃにゃだいにゃんにゃくにゃらべてにゃがにゃがめ
I simply informed her that the tongue twister is にゃなめ77度のにゃらびでにゃくにゃくいにゃくにゃにゃはんにゃにゃだいにゃんにゃくにゃらべてにゃがにゃがめ She said she committed it to memory. I'm not sure how well she did, but I'm glad I could do my part. And that's how we got slapped. No! No! Celty Sturlson. I saw a couple Celties. This was the first one I could get a photo of. Like the helmet and everything. Like, it's... I can't imagine wearing a skin-tight suit like that. I feel like I would sweat and fucking die. And Elira Pandora. Again, I had to kind of bluff my way through this one. Fortunately, she didn't reference anything about her streams. Because, like I said, you guys know exactly how much I watch Niji En. And inside, Violet Evergarden. I haven't seen Violet Evergarden, so this is Jane Violet Evergarden. I almost mistook her for Saber. Like, honestly, they are easily mistakenable. They look similar from a distance, Saber and Violet Evergarden. And later that night, that same Nest from earlier ran into that Shulk from earlier, and we got a smash photo! And then walking home that night, funny story, I got a, this is actually Breath of the Wild Link in the Quiet outfit. I thought it was chic. But, see that little kid next to him? He wanted a photo too. He's like, did you get me in the photo? So I got Lil Pikachu dude in the photo. And that is how I ended day 2. It is day 3 of the con now. And, at this point, my legs are dead. My feet are dead. I'm dead. And on the train to con on the 3rd day, I sat across from another person who was also going to con, but he partied all night, so he got like 4 hours of sleep. I was lucky enough to get 8 hours of sleep for the last day, somehow. And the conversation led on to where he asked, yo, do you have a Twitch? And I'm like, I have the right to remain silent, God bless America. And he's all like, oh, you do have a Twitch. And I'm all like, oh dear. It's like, I'm gonna look for Ness. And I'm like, cause at that point in the convo, I had already revealed I've been Ness for like all my life. So yeah, dude from the train, if you're watching, this is me, I'm sorry. But yeah, also on the train, I saw a beautiful Saber cosplay. And when I called out to her, she's all like, sorry, it's not Saber, it's fucking Violet Evergarden again. I got juked again! Again! I'm so bad. Okay, day 3 was my worst day in terms of cosplay recognition. I failed so many cosplays. Ugh. I gave my Twitch to random Dollar Tree cashier one day. I don't think they ever checked it. So when I got to the con, the billboards had changed. They said, welcome to Sakuracon 2025. And I'm like, damn! I partied so hard in it next year! Shit! All of the signs said that. Every single one. All around the convention. It was this sign. Sakuracon 25. I'm all like, well, I guess it's 25. I found Red Link, and that they were just trolling us? Clearly. Somebody learned the secrets to time travel? Yeah. If I could time travel, I'd go back and do this again. This is so much fun. But yeah, Red Link and Zelda. A good couple cosplay. They both went together. He's holding blue Kako. I didn't attack it, don't worry. This isekai truck I saw on day 1 going the opposite escalator. I saw on day 2, opposite escalator. I saw him on the regular floor, day 3, and I'm like, I need his photo. Bam! Isekai truck with a bat. I love it. I love it so much. But yes, he will take you places, to worlds you will beyond your imagination. The thing he did all day is, yeah, all 3 yeah. It's Truck-kun. Assassin's Creed. I don't know the Assassin's Creed, but I forgot his name. I didn't play the Assassin's Creed games, but yeah, here he is. And really quick, if you'll give me a second, I do need to check something really quick on the slideshow. Did I include that in the slideshow? I'm just going through the slideshow files. Yeah, no, oh yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, I totally included it. It was day 3. I was like, I haven't seen it yet because it happened on day 3. Oh, you're gonna fucking love it. So, at one of the booths, it was like a VTuber booth, and I found this is where all the Wishy merch was. This is also where I met Nyaru. Nyaru was there as a, Nyaru2 was there as a last second edition. But yeah, they had, I don't think this Wishy merch was for sale. So even if I wanted to buy it, I couldn't buy it. But yeah, hey, see, we got Wishy fans here. You know what's up. Wait, that's not Wishy, that's Sleepy. I'm dumb. I said Wishy. It's Sleepy. Sleepy, yeah. Wishy's someone else. I may be dumb. I'm also kind of hungry. My food has been staring at me this whole time, and it's cold. Hey, cat, welcome back. I say food, and my cat comes back. So after I met Nyaru, I met Agent 47. Hitman 2 Agent 47. Yeah, Wishy's the cow. I mean, okay, look, all you Tarkov tubers are the fucking same, okay? Y'all always hang out with each other, and I get y'all mixed up. Cat is food, I guess. Do not the cat. I'm not going to the cat, okay? Cat is fine. A cat is fine too. Alright. But yeah, he had the Hitman 2 homing briefcase. I was scared that he'd throw it as someone reared the corner and it would just home in on them. I met M. Bison. It was delicious. He didn't get the meme when I said it. Slightly disappointing, but it's fine. It's okay, I don't play Street Fighter either, so we're even. Another Yayamiko. There were several of them, and I'm glad. And this here is, Rina. I'm pretty sure it's Rina. In front of the Love Live banner. And her face panel actually was programmed to light up with various screens. And when I was around, she pulled up Sans. It was Sans! I'm like, oh my god, he did that just for me! Oh right, that reminds me. On day 1, as I was exiting the lines and stepping into the main area after getting my registration, I just heard someone shout, "Holy shit, I found Sans!" And I just fucking died laughing. Oh my god. It caught me off guard. I almost fell down in laughter. I had to compose myself. I was dead. There's no way, out of nowhere, it's all like, yo, we found Sans! I was called Sans more than I was called Ness. It was fucking fantastic. Some people called me Ninten, some people called me Lucas. Maybe I just don't look like Ness as much as, I don't know. I think I look like Ness. This is what I was checking for earlier. In the corner of the room, on the 3rd day, was this. The Shrek Shrine. I don't know who organized this, who put this here, but there was a portable speaker playing Smash Mouth on repeat. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. But yes, I started gathering around, and everybody started gathering around. To the point where a crew of butchies started praying to our one true god, Shrek. I got the butchie squad. We got the butchie squad. When I said there's a lot of butchies, I was not kidding. All of the butchies gathered to pray to Shrek. Now Nurse Joy. I didn't have any Pokemon, so she couldn't heal them. But I don't think she could heal them anyway, simply because she's off-duty Nurse Joy because she's not at the Poke Center. It's a post. I will... No. Hey. We look respectfully here, okay? You stop that. And I found Mume and Ligma Balls again. Different outfit Ligma, because she, with the hair like that. But yay! I think this might have been the same two Holo cosplayers from day 2, but just with different cosplays. But good to see Holo reps. And Final Fantasy VII with a different Cloud. That Cloud from the beginning, that was the only photo I took of him. But we exchanged glances and greetings many times throughout the event. Reps and thinking repetitions. I mean, that's usually what it means, but here I mean representative. We got the Final Fantasy VII representative. It's the team. The whole squad's here. Remember to level Aerith because she's very good, right? Tingle! Kululimpa! Or something like that. I had to back up just to get his whole body in the photo. Like, his arms were wide. It is a glorious Tingle, though. And here, the full family with Frankie. The Spy family is here. You got whammed again. Yes, you did! But yeah. And like, even with life-sized Anya, the whole family. So good. I love it. I'm glad I got this. Even though the lighting is tricky because it was in front of the window, I still got it. It's like the only photo I could take. And I met Okami Mio right next to him. I have that sweater. The Mio sweater. I have it in my closet. Identity forgering is not a joke. You stop that. Wait. I think this might have been a cosplayer from earlier that I met again. It was a Kirito. The face looks familiar. But good Kirito is good. It's another Kirito. So this Gura, I wasn't sure of, but it turns out this is custom Gura. She basically took Gura's outfit and made like some alterations to it. So this is a one-of-a-kind Gura that is exclusive to her. And honestly, people getting creative with characters, I can get behind. Because, like, you either go, like, full beans, be the character, or you could take some artistic liberties. And these liberties, they paid off for her. The only final characters from 7, yeah, Rebirth came out, and it's popular. I've never actually played Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, this is a shiny Gura. I'm wondering if I should play the original Final Fantasy 7. I might be able to get by in Japanese, maybe. Another K-Angel. This one would not smile no matter what. I guess we can't fix her, bros. But it's a really good K-Angel, too. I was hoping she'd smile, but oh well. Penny and Iono. I've never actually played the new Pokemon games, but I have seen them on Pixiv, and that's really all I need. That's literally how I know their names. If I didn't know them from Pixiv, I would not know who they were, and I probably wouldn't even recognize them. That's how far Pokemon has gotten. I'm a retired Gen 6 Pokemon Master. I completed my national Pokédex. I'm retired. I'm good. I'm done with Pokemon. I did my time. I did my duty. I'm done. and I haven't touched Pokemon since. Elena! I feel like Yuna used to be popular and kinda has been, but I didn't see a single one this year. Well dang, maybe, hey, that's your calling. You should cosplay as Yuna, there you go. Be the cosplay you want to be. That's why I went as myself. It's sad because you can't even catch them all in Pokemon anymore. I mean, get scammed, son. So this Elena was very surprised that I recognized her. And I was surprised that she was surprised. I thought Elena was, like, popular and recognizable. She was happy. She was really happy that I recognized her. And posed for the photo. Like, she spent a good 10 seconds getting her pose down before, like, she stopped moving so I could take the photo. But, yeah, Elena. Canonically pretty. That's just how it is. More Genshin. Genshin Trio. So, you may have noticed a recurring theme in a lot of these Day 3 cosplay photos that I didn't notice. If you noticed, good job. If not, I will explain it in a few more photos. I found Makise Kurisu! So glad to see a Steins Gate. You gotta play Pokemon Go for that? Ew! More like Pokemon Stop! Ness went lazy and did more portraits. What? Okay, look. Portrait photos are easier to take of cosplays, okay? So this Fire Mario, I'm glad I caught him, because the night of Day 2, where that Shulk and that Ness were squaring off, that was after a improv panel. For improv comedy, and this Fire Mario was actually participating in that improv panel. Then again, so did the Shulk and so did the Ness. They were funny. It was improv. Improv is funny. And even if you can't be funny, the people around you will still make it funny. It's hard to go wrong with improv unless you don't try. Like, the only way to go wrong with improv is if you don't try. But yeah, Fire Mario. Hey, I found Hollow Knight! In Crocs! Hollow Knight wears bright yellow Crocs, confirmed. Which justifies why I hate Hollow Knight! Nah, this Hollow Knight was cool. I mean, why not? Okay, honestly, I can't hate the Crocs. I really can't. What's he supposed to wear? Shoes? The Hollow Knight can wear whatever he wants. And it's not even the Hollow Knight, apparently. I don't know Hollow Knight lore. I stopped playing after 10 hours. Animal Crossing! The whole gang's here. We got Tom Nook, we got Isabelle, and we have the stock market. Stock market. I need your finest stocks. He could be wearing open-toe thongs and he could. Ah, well. But yeah, I'm so glad I got this trio of Animal Crossing. Praise the sun! We found Solaire! I'm digging this Chocobo medley. I think I just heard Bumblebee. Finally, someone appreciates the BGM. I spent a good, 20 minutes thinking of a good BGM for this stream. And I settled on this. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. I feel like this BGM encapsulates the mood I'm going for. But yes, praise the sun. I've played Dark Souls 3. I have not played Dark Souls 1. I want to play Dark Souls 1. I want to... Okay, I'm still mostly unspoiled on the gameplay of Dark Souls 1. Like, yes, there are some notable locations, such as Blighttown and the Cathedral, that I'll get there and be like, oh god, it's this place. But the whole game, for the most part, if I played it now, I'd be going in blind, and I'd like to keep it that way. Yeah, I'll get to play Dark Souls the way it was intended to be played from a fresh perspective. But I've played through Dark Souls 3, I beat Elden Ring, so I'm familiar with, Souls-like as a gameplay genre, but the original and its game design, apparently it's very non-linear, which is gonna throw me in for a loop. And, yeah. I'm looking forward to it, eventually when I play it. Hop Team Epic. I specifically requested they pose properly for this photo, and they did not disappoint. this may be one of the greatest photos I have taken at a con. It was so good. But yes. A very unexpected cosplay. This is Frog and Toad from the children's book series Frog and Toad. And I recognized them immediately. Frog and Toad is one of the very few childhood memories that I still have. And precious memories they are indeed. They just may very well be my favorite series of children's books, and I'm so glad that people here are keeping them here. Yes, absolutely. Another Celty. Different Celty from earlier, with the scythe. In-character Butchie. Very appropriately awkward. I felt really guilty. Again, it's like, wait, I genuinely can't tell. Is it just the Butchie act, or are they genuinely like, yeah. But yes, in-character, but like, you love to see it. Another Yae Miko. Outside, so it's poor lighting. Sorry. This was like the only place I could get the photo, though. Like, when you pass by a cosplayer, you either take the photo there, or you never take the photo. That's just how it is at a con. Like, the best you could do is move, like, a little bit, but it's way too crowded. I had to follow this Haunter for a good 3 minutes, just because we were caught in the flow of traffic. Because I met him going the same way on an escalator. It's like, yo, can I get your photo? And it's like, sure, let's just finish these escalators first. And then, when we get to the top of the escalators, the staff was directing us like we couldn't take a photo there because of the traffic. So we found an open area, but then the staff was like, you can't take a photo here. This area needs to be off limits. So we then go to a nearby other open area, this area, where the staff is like, please don't take a photo here. We need these doors open. I said, fuck it. I just quickly took the photo and went on my merry way. I'm all like, I have been trying to get this photo for the past like 3 minutes. I'm done. It's a good Haunter though. Kiss. Admittedly, I don't know very many Kiss songs, but this man is a Kiss fan. He went to a Kiss concert and apparently Gene Simmons winked at him directly from on stage, which I am very jealous of. That sounds like a hell of a time. He had his guitar and he was playing Kiss songs on his guitar. More power to him. Like, honestly, he probably should have brought, like, a portable amp. You got your first kiss? No, my first kiss was in... I'm not finishing that sentence. That's a story for another time. If you come to me during my karaoke night, my next karaoke night, which is on the 13th in Nescord, let me get that link up for you, and you ask me that, I will be drunk enough to answer it. You should brought the gas-powered electric guitar? This man! And here's some more AI Somnium Files characters. We have Aiba on the left, and Ryuki on the right, I believe is his name. This is from the second game, AI The Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative, which is a crazy mindfuck of a game. I highly recommend going into it blind. You do not need to play the first game to wholly enjoy the second. They are independent games. But there's still, like, little Easter eggs and tidbits of trivia from the first game that you can pick up on the second game. But you don't need to play the first game. Hey, I found Hollow Knight! This time without Crocs. Funny story, I was, when I took this photo, I was actually on my way back to that item shop to buy some items. I didn't take a picture of my merch, actually, but I can at least tell you what I got. I ended up buying one of the keys and one of the hammers. I also bought, the 3 volumes of the Blue Archive manga anthology, as well as a Hololive book. And that was my merch that I bought. I also bought something else. Don't worry about that something else. It will come in due time. Remember that Fern from earlier? This is her again. And I mistook her for fucking Cardcaptor Sakura. This is not Cardcaptor Sakura. This is a Oshinoko character. I believe it was Ruby. I don't know. I haven't looked into Oshinoko at all. But I still got to take her photo anyway. Even I know that's not Cardcaptor. Well, listen! It was day 3 of the con. I was exhausted. This is near the end of the con. And the artist booths were gonna be closing soon, so I was in like hurry mode. Okay? Give me a break. Majima! Finally Majima! With like, okay, in 22 I saw like 4 Majimas, and then this particular Majima had the pocket knife in the knife in his trousers. He had the bat. He had the like the eye patch and the sign. Have you seen this himbo? I love it. I love it so much. I should definitely play the rest of the Yakuza games. I've only played Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami, which is the first game, or remake of the first game. Alir! Again! This is female Alir. And this is what I was alluring to earlier. It was at this moment in the con, after I had received 3 Easter eggs, because Alir gave me the 3rd Easter egg. And every time I received an egg, I made the joke, thank you for offering me a nice egg in these trying times. But it wasn't until this Alir pointed out to me that last Sunday was Easter. Which explains all the Easter eggs I was receiving, and all the bunny ears on a lot of the costumes. I did not know it until that very moment. I don't pay attention to holidays. I was too absorbed in the con to notice. Get with the time. You stop that. It's a good Alir though. I found Kagedmire Rin and Len. They gave me their cosplay business card. I left it in my room. Ah, Megawatson-san, kite kuteta arigato. Ano ne, kon haishin wa, Sakuracon 24 no cosplay shashin to monogatari wa oshieteru. Oh no, Ness is so old he's getting senile. Okay, fine. You got me. I'm that old. You would sully the day a giant-ass rabbit breaks into people's houses and poop at Some holidays are weird, okay? Moving on, we're actually getting close to the end. Kawaii, bokadoido da. So desu. Tsugi wa... Finally, another Omori cosplay. This is Aubrey from Omori. I found some Aubreys in 22. But, this was the only Aubrey I could take a photo of. The other Aubreys that I saw, I think there were 2 others at the con. I couldn't because of the escalator curse. I swear to God, escalators and I do not get along anymore. Cosplay no, Hamari? Atsumari! Gomen. Atsumari ga atanda ne. Ippai atta. Boku mo, Nesu no cosplay ni shita. I found Midna in front of that same signpost from earlier. As you can see, the signpost did not change at all. It's still 2025. Nesu no cosplay shashin wa aru? So desu. Saki no shashin. Nesu no cosplay ga aru desu kedo, archive de mieru desho. So yeah, really good Midna. Had the full suit and everything. For the longest time, my first Twilight Princess playthrough, I pronounced her name Minda because your boy may be dyslexic. Arigato, miru ne, arigato ne. Oh, ne, kono haishin no ato, Megawatson-san no Discord ni Nesu no cosplay shashin ni hairimasu. So this is Saber, and wa arigato, do itashimashite. So these two were posing for another photo, and I just asked, could you do that again? And they did it again. Anybody that has played Fate Stay Night knows Rin Tosaka and Saber and how the turntables Kabedon Toi. March 7th! I finally saw on March 7th that I could get a picture of. There was one from Friday, but I couldn't get a picture. So this is the March 7th from the panel, the last panel I went to. It was another Zap Brannigan panel, but it was not a audience participation panel. Minna quality ga quality ga quality ga takai ne. Minna no cosplay ga ii. このコンベンションはSakuracon 24です。シアトルのアニメコンベンションです。And I got front row seats to the panel. Best seats in the house. Like, I am sitting right in front of the stage. To the point where I could get a nice zoom on the panelists. By the way, if you're wondering where Zach Brannigan is, he's in the Aqua cosplay today. 日本のアニメ人気で嬉しい。アメリカで日本のアニメが超人気と思います。I found Chen! Chen! It's Tricycle Honk Honk Chen! I'm surprised they let her ride the tricycle. Like, she got the tricycle approved to be ridden around con. It was so good. I had to get a picture. And this is a Monster Hunter cosplay, and the only reason I recognized it was because of the Dango dual blades. A bit of history with me, I used to play Monster Hunter. I believe my last time was in Monster Hunter Cross for the Nintendo Switch. I have never played Monster Hunter World, and I don't plan on getting back into Monster Hunter, to be honest. It's a fun game, I recommend it. I just don't really see myself getting back into it, especially now I have a job and not as much free time as I used to. My gaming priorities have changed. And the last cosplay photo I took, right before the closing ceremony, was this 2B here. A good 2B. A good way to, like, there were a couple other 2Bs. There was an incredible 2B on the escalator who had, like, the freaking floating robot behind her, too. I couldn't get a photo. Again, the escalator curse. But I got this 2B. Yeah, Ness exclusively plays gacha games. America, Seisan no anime toka wa nai no? あるんですけど、子供向け。その理由だから人気はあまりない。So yeah, that concludes the con for the most part. And yeah, I woke up the next morning like, man, con's over. The closing ceremony was surprisingly good. Because a lot of people sleep on the closing ceremony, but I really enjoyed it. There was a taiko performance, followed by the karaoke contest winners. They held a performance. I thought I could participate in the cosplay karaoke contest. When the winner performed on stage, I cannot fucking compete. Like, I love to sing, as you know, but oh my god, I can't compete. That he tore the stage up. Like, oh my god, I was vibing. Oh yeah, 2K can voice act like a pro. It's great. I love it. 何のアニメがおすすめ？僕は最近アニメはあまり見たことない。ごめん。But yeah, I posted in Discord the 2 AMV contest winners. They were really good. They blew my freaking mind. And it was at the closing ceremony that Sakuracon 25 was confirmed. And it turns out the signpost was of the new permanent mascot for Sakuracon 25, moving forward with Sakuracon. So, yeah, we can expect to see that mascot in the future. And, yeah, I'm actually gonna try to join the cosplay karaoke contest next year. I'm not gonna win it, but I should really practice, like, one song. Because apparently you need to know the song by memory. You don't get the lyrics. But yeah, that takes care of my Sakuracon stories. I hope you all enjoyed. But honestly, real talk, I am still feeling the post-con blues. Nihon de wa komike toyu Daikibo na omatsuri ga atte, soko ni wa cosplayer tachi ga takusan atsumarimasu. Kita koto aru. Komike no koto wa kita koto aru. Thanks for sharing all this, Ness. You had to take care, but wait. May, before you go to bed, I was just about to say, I'm still feeling like this con was fucking incredible. And I would love to do something like this again. But I don't want to wait another year. If only there was some upcoming convention that I would really love to go to. That's, I don't know, maybe happening in a couple months. Something that's really relevant to my interests that I could really go to and just have a good time and meet a bunch of new people as well as people I already know, meet up with friends, and just let loose for 3 days. If only there was a convention like that. Oh, would you look at that? Offkai's coming up. I wonder who's gonna be there. It's not like somebody has already scoped out plane tickets and reserved a hotel or anything like that. Ya boy's coming to Offkai. I'm going to Offkai. It is confirmed. I got the day off reserved from work. It is official. I'm going to be there all 3 days. I have reserved a room in the hotel all to myself. It has freaking 2 beds in it. It's the only room that I could get. But I'm going. I'm going. And if you're going, I will see you there. I am going to fucking die because fucking it'll be my first time ever going to California. I'm looking forward to it though. I'd fucking skill issue myself to death. そして、推しの子、新しいシーズン始まるね。You're only gonna be like 2 states away? Well, yes, but I'm not used to traveling. But I'm going to Offkai. I'm gonna see some friends. I'm gonna meet new friends, hopefully. I'm gonna get freaking lots and lots of merch. I might actually get to talk to a VTuber again. Nyaruchu's gonna be there. I need to go to the Nyaruchu meet and like say, hey, it's Ness again. Remember me from Sakuracon? I'm definitely getting plastered there. Oh my god. Yes, I am going to party for 3 fucking days straight. And oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. All that just to say, your boy's going to Offkai. If you're going, I will see you there. Or you will see me there. I am very recognizable. Ness gets banned from cons part 2. Wait, where's part 1? What the fuck? Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great. Like, oh man. I'm actually gonna see if I can't bring my Mahjong set and see if I can't play with some people, because I know there's gonna be Mahjong players there. Because, you know, VTuber Mahjong, that's kind of popped off. Unlike the Mahjong tournament, I'm probably gonna need to be the person that, like, proctors everything simply because, I know how to play, and everyone else is a beginner, which, you know, I should be able to do. In any case, I'm really hungry. I've been streaming for freaking 2 hours. It's getting around that time where I should start preparing to unwind for, yeah, 2 hour stream. The 2 hour stream on a weekday is the most I can do. So thanks for accompanying me to this stream. This was fun. So next stream, I don't know when it'll be. Stay tuned. I always post a notification in advance in Discord when I go live. So I try to give as much advance notice to my streams because it's really hard to uphold a schedule. I've honestly started to consider just trying out a very light schedule to get back into the swing of things. Hope you take enough funds for more Face Connect coffee at Offkai. Oh my god, I am going to overdose on Face Connect coffee. Now that they're an official coffee company, it's gonna be great. But yeah, I'll see you at Offkai. I'll see you next stream. This weekend is the Formula 1 watch-along, and next weekend is the karaoke night. Both events in Discord. I'm just gonna say this once, and I am not going to elaborate. You're gonna want to come to my next karaoke night. Just saying. Just saying. Not just F1 watch-along? What do you mean? F1 in Japan! Alright! It's the Japanese Formula 1 Grand Prix this weekend! We won't be watching it live because it's way too late in the day for most people. But yeah, we get to watch the Japanese Grand Prix. It's gonna be great! Hope you guys can make it. Until then, thank you all so much for coming. F1 mo... 有名なの世界中でフォーミュラ1が有名みたい。僕はレースのことが好き。だから皆さんとレースを同時見るです。同時見るのイベントがある。Two Japanese drivers this weekend? Oh yeah, one of them was in practice. They let him in. Very nice. Anywho, I need to get myself some food. I need to prepare for tomorrow. Yuki Tsunoda and Ayumu Iwasa. Yeah, I saw that in the news. I'll have to check them out. Until then, I really need to get going. So, thank you all for coming to my stream. 聞いてくれてありがとうございます。というわけで、またねー。
ダム。
Sorry, Corey, you're too late.きっと君はもう気づいていた。僕の心の奥で書いた。それがこれから話す陳腐なモノローグさ。ずっと言えない言葉があった。壊せない壁があったんだ。ずっとさ。ふっと香り立つその匂いがどうしようもなくに暮らして部屋の隅で膝を抱えて震えていた 太陽なんていらないから開かないでいてその手を伸ばして誰かに届け僕だって君と同じ特別なんかじゃないからそうさ僕は夜をどういうしてらしてら針だけの輝って今宵音楽はずっと止まないそうだ僕がずっとなりたかったのは待ってるシンデレラじゃないさ迎えに行くおじさまだだって僕は星だからなんてありふれた話なんだ理想だが書き連ねていたノートの隅に眠る本のワンシーンだきっとあの星も泣いてるんだ明日なんて来ないままでいてその手を伸ばして誰かに届け大切なものは目に見えないみたいなんだそうさ僕は夜をどういうステラステラ針のまま考えないで今宵音楽はきっとやまないそうだ僕がずっとなりたかったのは儚いいんじゃないさ世界に行くイラだ夢見がちなおとぎ話おとぎ話そうさ僕は夜をどういうステラステラありだけの輝って今宵音楽はずっとやまないそうさ僕は愛をどういうステラステラ世界宇宙の真ん中で今宵音楽はきっとやまないそう僕がずっとなりたかったのは待ってるシンデレラじゃないさ迎えに行くおじさまだだって僕は星だから